is a senior citizen.
My Lord, in support of the
and a responsible,
all the applicants have been
a responsible citizen.
and before the affidavits.
He has rehearsed the same applications which I have stated about, but in particular, I states that he has a fixed place of abode at Buate village
The first applicant states
in Kira municipality,
that he's an
Wakiso
adult
district,
52 years,
where he
the
owns
senior
his
citizen
own residence and runs a private
responsible.
business. My Lord, at the time of filing the affidavit, the application, he was the member of parliament of Tambala County
application
and was the chairperson of the public accounts committee.
but in particular,
He also has
that he has
his
a
ancestral
place of
home
abode at
at
Buate
Goye
village,
in Butambala,
Kira
in
municipality,
Butambala district,
Wakiso
constituency
district,
that he represented for
where
15
he
years
owns his own
consecutively.
residence and runs private business.
My Lord, he states that he has good antecedents
My Lord, at the time of filing the affidavit,
with no criminal record of conviction
he was the member of
and a
parliament
law-abiding
Tambala County,
citizen
and was the chairperson of the
and
public
upholds the rule of law and the fervent that he said.
He also has his
That
ancestral
he has
home
substantial sureties
at
who are willing
Goye in
to be bonded by
Butambala,
this honorable court,
Butambala district, a
who
constituency that he
include
represented for 15 years.
they include the Honorable Joel Senyoni Besekezi, leader of the
With
opposition,
no criminal record,
whose national ID
and a law-abiding citizen,
is attached
we uphold the
with
rule of law and the fervent
in
that
number.
he defends and defends.
They also
That he
include
has
his
substantial
elder brother,
who are willing,
his elder sister Sarah
bonded by this
Lutaya,
honorable court,
and his elder brother
who
Musa
include
Lutaya, whose name numbers are also
they
revealed.
include the Honorable Joel Senyoni,
My Lord,
Besekezi,
at an appropriate time, with your permission, we shall introduce them.
national ID is
It does undertake
attached
to honor all bail conditions that this court may be pleased in number to
They also include his elder
say
brother,
as terms,
his elder sister Sarah Lutaya,
and that he will continue to discharge
And his
his
elder
constitutional
brother,
duties,
and
he
Musa
will
Lutaya.
continue
his
his positions,
numbers
his
are also
obligations as a member of Parliament. My Lord, he has attached a letter
my lord
from
at
his
an appropriate
LC1,
time, with your permission, we shall introduce them. It does
chairperson's
undertake
office of Wate
honor
LC1
all
Chairman
bail
Municipality,
conditions that this court
Wakiso district, dated
to say it as the term, and that he will continue to discharge his constitutional duties
15th of April 2026, it is in the stamp marked as Annexure A1.
My lord, he has attached a letter from
At
his
this point, my lord, I
LC1
think it suffices to make reference to the recently
chairperson's
filed
office of
affidavit in reply,
Kira municipality,
where
district
the one
dated
DASP Rwebuga John Mary had stated that the applicant has not demonstrated that he has a fixed place of
April 2026. It is in the stamp marked as Annexure A1. At this point, my lord, I think it suffices to make reference to the recently filed affidavit in reply, where the one DASP Rwebuga John Mary had stated that the applicant,
to his affidavit.
has not demonstrated that he has a fixed place of abode in his paragraph 8.
The Honorable Muwanga Kivumbi Mohammed,
This is now controverted by the LC1 letter, which
as a residence that is attested to by the state,
owning a home
in Annexure B,
where
the application, which is the charge sheet. The state itself states that he's a resident of Wate village in Kira.
the Honorable Muwanga Kivumbi Mohammed approved by the state.
Yes, in Kanji Winters.
In Annex Chapi,
Sorry, my lord, for
this application, which is
the next document
the
to
state
that
itself states
is
that
the national
nationality
identity,
of Muwanga
which is
village,
defined as Iran, and then the next is the charge sheet. My lord, the charge sheet clearly indicates by the state itself that the Honorable Kivumbi is a resident of Muwanga. Yes, it is signed by the officer preparing the charge, confirmed by the magistrate, and then the
next document for that
So clearly,
is the national ID.
the assertion that he has no fixed place of abode collapses, also with the evidence of the state.
My lord, the charge sheet clearly indicates
My lord, later shall introduce the sureties if the
which
president
will be the next
next
applicant. What? Signed by the officer.
The next applicant, my lord,
Confirmed by the magistrate and then the deputy. So clearly, the assertion that he has no fixed place of abode collapses, even with, also with the evidence of the state.
the next applicant, my lord, is Matov Buhan.
Permit, I will go to the next applicant.
The next applicant, that is applicant number 2. Who, by affidavit, upon the next applicant, my lord, is Matov Buhan, on the 23rd day of April 2026.
But my lord is Matov Buhan,
States that
that is applicant number 2.
he was appointed an agent
By affidavit
upon the first applicant
23rd day of April 2026.
when the elections concluded on 15th January
States that
2026. And
he
from
was
paragraphs
appointed an agent
2
to the first applicant when the elections concluded on 15th January 2010.
he enumerates the chaos
Paragraphs
of how he saw military men who came and found him at the first applicant's home, killed the people in the night, made him
10. He enumerates
a lifeless body, beating him,
of how he saw military men
then
who
arrested
came
and taken
and
to
found
the
him at the first
roadside
applicant's
opposite
home,
Honorable Kivumbi's home,
killed the people
and
in the
then
night,
driven to Kivumbi police station where he
made
was
him
killed.
to carry
Then he enumerates in similar terms to those of Kivumbi
beating him,
of the trial as stated in
then
the
arrested and taken to the roadside
and
opposite
in the church,
Kivumbi's home,
my lord,
and then driven to
which he also attaches.
where he was detained.
Now this appears
Then he enumerates
from page
similar
27
terms to those of Kivumbi
of the
of
volume
the trial
for your
as
lordship.
stated. Yeah. And in the church,
Again, his residence is attested
those
to
attaches
by the state itself.
from page 27
He has also attached
of the volume.
a copy of his appointment letter
Again,
by the first
the
applicant.
residence is attested to by the state.
The charge sheet states that Matovu, my lord, at page 33,
He has
the
also
top of that
attached
volume, that Matovu Bruhan is a male adult aged 34
copy of
years
his appointment
in
letter
Uganda, a
by the
businessman,
first applicant.
a resident of Muwanga Division, Kampala District.
The charge sheet states that Matovu, my lord, at page 30,
But still, characteristically,
of that volume, that Matovu Bruhan is a male
the
adult
state
aged
through
34 years, Uganda, businessman, a resident of Muwanga
states that he has no fixed place of abode, even when they know where he stays,
but still
and they wrote in their
characteristically
charge sheet which they presented to court.
the state through the same
My lord,
states that he has no fixed place of abode, even when they know where he stays, and they wrote in their charge sheet which they presented to court. My lord,
his affidavit, which
my lord, it is
Once
generally
released
released
on
on
bail,
all the 23
appear-
all the 23 affidavits
as directed,
in reply. You will notice that the entirety of Mr. Webuga's
and
reply
he states that
is the same for all of them.
one, he has good antecedents as per paragraph 18
My lord,
of his
the
affidavit,
second applicant equally
has never been convicted
undertakes by affidavit,
and is a law
once
abiding
released on
citizen.
bail, to appear as direct.
With substantial sureties, my lord, enumerated
And
in
it states
paragraph 19.
One, he has good
And that
antecedents
is law abiding.
as per paragraph 18 of his
And indeed,
affidavit.
my lord, to controvert that, again, you will find Mr.
Has
Webuga
never been convicted
generically
and is
referring
law-abiding.
or denying that all the applicants, in his mind, are not law-abiding
with
citizens.
substantial sureties.
And his reasoning is that the criminal charges against them
Paragraph 19.
emanate from participating in unlawful activities. Paragraph, in this case, paragraph 12 of Mr. Webuga's
Law-abiding.
affidavit.
In a bid, my lord, to
And also
controvert that,
generically
again, you will
states
find Mr.
also
Webuga
across all the applicants that
generically
their sureties are not
referring
substantial.
or denying that
We will
all the
demonstrate
applicants
our by presenting them
His
they are
mind.
substantial.
are not law-abiding citizens.
Suffice to state, my
His
lord,
reasoning is that
the
the
charges
charges
which
against
appears
them
at pages
emanate
33 to
from
36
participating in unlawful activities. Paragraph, in this case, paragraph 12.
the places
Mr.
of abode
Webuga's affidavit.
of all the applicants.
And also generically states all across all the applicants
With respect,
that
my
their
lord, to
sureties are not substantial.
the third,
We will demonstrate, my lord, by presenting that they are substantial.
applicant,
Suffice to state, my lord, that the charge sheet which appears at page 33 to 36
confirm the places of abode of all the applicants. With respect, my lord, to the third, applicant, my lord, yeah, yeah. No, my lord, maybe with the commissioner, I'll revisit. Yes. I think I will read with your permission. File this and, alert? Yes. Yes, yes. I noticed that we own attached for the shoot. No, my lord, maybe I'll ask the commissioner, I'll revisit. Yes. Permit, my lord, I will go to the third, Mr. Kenya Abram. Whose affidavit appears at pages 43, 46, he makes the same undertakings, and that Mr. Kenya has a fixed place overboard, my lord, and Mr. Kenya Akram, who was the village council at pages. That is the letter, my lord, which appears at page 47. Mr. Kenya Akram. 40. Appears the chairperson was Katumba Salon 43 with his appointment later and the judge overboard at page 54. This is the Urban Village Council. Actually, that is the letter, my lord, which appears at page 47. Appears at page 58. Signed by my lord, he states that he enumerates the events of that appointment later between paragraphs and the judge to it was up to 13 up when he was driven to the police station following the deaths of the Honorable Kivumbi's residence. Paragraph 16 to 19. My lord, he enumerates up to the process of amending the charges and charging them with enumerates the events of that date, then the remaining paragraphs to states that he has no criminal record, conviction, back when he was driven, and that he tends to present following the substantial sureties to include Honorable Kivumbi's residence, Namiaro Udaya, paragraph 16 was in numbers 19 he enumerates up to the process of amending the charges and charging them with terrorism in paragraph 20. Then the remaining appear states that he has no criminal record, conviction, is law abiding, and that he intends to present substantial sureties who include Narubega, Namula, Namiaro Udaya, Napale Mariam, whose name numbers are presented, and whose affidavit laid focus the record with their national ID here. My lord, at page the next 9. To 63. My lord, and focus the record with their national IDs attached. My lord, the next applicant, yeah, we did something, but my lord, I take your guidance with gratitude. My lord, look at paragraph 26. Thank you, my lord. Paragraph 16, 26 of the affidavit is that the applicant undertakes on or obeying conditions of this court as may be pleased to report. But before that, the applicant, we did something, but my lord, I take your guidance with gratitude. My lord, look at paragraph 26. Thank you, my lord. Paragraph 16, 26 of the affidavit is that the applicant undertakes, states that he has good and honor obeying conditions. Paragraph 20, as may be pleased to report with no conviction, but before that, he has substantial sureties and will not abscond once granted bail. Indeed, my lord, the state had ample occasion to respond to his affidavit, again by the same Mr. Webuga, states that he has good antecedents in paragraph 24. His only contention has substantial sureties in Paragraph 7.
Again, generic.
Will not abscond.
That the applicant will interfere with the witnesses.
Indeed, my lord, the state had ample
Two,
to respond.
that the applicant is not a law-abiding citizen. Paragraph 9. And that the criminal charges emanate from participation in unlawful activity.
His only contention
That the substitutes are not substantial, and that the applicant.
Paragraph 7.
Again, generically. And I will address you. The applicant will interfere with the witnesses. And that is all. Two, that the applicant is not a law-abiding citizen. Not paragraph 9. At the time, my lord. And that the criminal charges emanate from participation in unlawful activities. That the substitutes are not substantial, and that the applicant is a flight risk.
states that
And I will address you on the law. He is 18 years old.
definitely
Yes, he is 18 years old. And
presented at the
in the
time
last 1 year, my lord, there was no issue with this of national IDs. There have been issues of national IDs.
my lord,
I have to have a time of great size national IDs that 4 years back, he was a minor. He is 18 years old.
definitely
Yes, he's 18 years old.
my lord, I want to confirm
Confirm, going by age, but in the last 1 year to establish, my lord, there was no issue with that. But going by age of national IDs, I mean, 18 years. Look at which way we should reach 5 years ago, or 3-4 years back, 9 years, he was a minor. As that law was passed, he must have been. Thank you, my lord.
yes, my lord, I want
To confirm, going by age, but this is important, I could establish. But going by age, 18 years. Look at IDs which were issued 5 years ago. My lord, maybe he can speak for himself, but he informs me that must had it, and it was retained at the police. Thank you, my lord.
my lord,
With the sureties who shall present, we shall crown up this case. My lord, maybe he can speak for himself, my lord, informs me that he had it, and it was retained at the police.
my lord, I only mentioned that his sureties were introduced to court.
With the sureties who shall present, we shall crown up this
At
case.
page 61, then Bale Mariam at page 63. Yes, my lord, I did mention that. Yes, okay. Yeah, of Kenya Akram at page 47. The information. I only mentioned that his sureties were introduced to court from Kisas. Amir Ibrahim at page 61, then Bale Mariam at page 63. Next, my lord, is Waigona Abdul Swabur. Yeah, of Kenya Akram at page 47.
Waigona, my lord, is
From Kisas, Abandis, from Kisas.
his affidavit appears at pages 63 through to 69.
Next, my lord, is Waigona
Abdul Swabur.
Leave the taking of the pictures.
Abdul Swabur Waigona, my lord,
You
is
don't want to take many pictures. You are disrupting the proceedings.
his affidavit
I
appears
can even ask you to leave us,
at pages 63
which is not nice for you. So, don't
through to 69.
It is so distracting to hear the clicking comment. I'm trying to listen to Mr. Sekona, but they don't much attention. I mean, human being, we are disrupting the proceedings, and I stop listening. I can even ask you to leave us. And this is a court, which is not nice, that the atmosphere of peace. So don't overcome.
My Lord, Waigona Abdul Swabu, my Lord, in his affidavit states that he's aged 19.
To hear the clicking comment. I'm trying to listen to Mr. Sekona. But
That is paragraph
too much
1.
Attention. I'm a human being, I also want to look at it. And I stop listening to Mr. Sekona. So this is a court.
And that he's
the atmosphere of
a resident of Mpambire village, Konkoma parish, my Lord, Waigona Abdul Swabu, my Lord, where he stays. In his affidavit states that he's aged 19. It does not attach his national ID, but attaches a copy of his sister's, that is paragraph 1, elder sister, biological sister, Nakalema, with whom he stays. Sorry, my Lord. He's a student, and that he's at Wamala Mix, a resident of Mpambire village, Konkoma parish in PG Town. He does not have a school where he stays, but attaches a copy of the letter from the head. It does not attach his nationality, but attaches a copy of his sister's nationality, elder sister, biological sister, Nakalema, with whom my Lord at page 71. Sorry, my Lord. He's a student, senior 6 student at Wamala Mix. It's a letter dated 27. It does not have a school ID, but attaches a copy of the letter from the head teacher. It is marked 2026. My Lord, I think confirming that he is a student who was admitted in S5 by the year 2025. And they have been expecting him to register for his exam. The letter dated 27th of March for the year 2026. 2026. That letter goes ahead to state in paragraph 2, my Lord. Therefore, as a confirming illustration, we have pleaded was admitted in S5 in relation to the year 2025. Judges under this matter they have been expecting him to register for his sign out the certificate. My Lord, he enumerates the circumstances leading to his arrest. First, in his appointment goes ahead which is stated paragraph. Paragraph. Therefore, as a school administration, we are pleading to court, and that in relation as an agent under this matter, to be must be handed over the documents to sign out to supervisor. And paragraph 9 enumerates the circumstances leading to his. After my supper, I went to sleep in the garage of Honorable Muwanga Kivumbi, on which where he has prepared beddings for all of us. Paragraph 4. Then in that night we were woken up by chaos and wailing voices, loud screams and sounds of what I understood as an agent shot bullets. They handed over the chaos and the documents to the supervisor. In paragraph 12, paragraph 9 was soaked with human blood flowing from myself. I went to sleep bodies in the garage of Honorable Muwanga Kivumbi, the agents that are there shot prepared beddings for all of us. The military men started beating music. Then in that night we were woken up by orders and wailing voices, loud bodies and sounds of one of my colleagues who had died of gunshots. And the chaos that ensued. My Lord, he states that he was paragraph 12 on the garage was soaked with human blood. Paragraph 9 flowing from several lifeless bodies up to the 3rd February that had been shot. The military men started beating music, street violence had been dropped. They ordered me to carry life joint for the rest in an amendment. One of my colleagues who had died from gunshot wounds. Remanded and so on. In paragraph 26, my lord, he was arraigned, he has good antecedents with no criminal record. In paragraph 19, conviction and law-abiding citizen. Up to the 3rd February, upholds the code of law. Informed him that the charges he presents substantial sureties, and in paragraph 27, in an amended charge sheet with treason. Remanded, and that he undertakes to abide by all. In paragraph 26, my lord, released that he has good antecedents with no criminal record. Conviction and law-abiding part for yourself, my lord. That is a student who upholds the rule of law. Again, that he shall present substantial sureties responded to this affidavit. And in paragraph 27, characteristically, in paragraph 9, and that he undertakes to abide by all the conditions.
He is not a law-abiding citizen
And will not abscond.
At least he has not produced evidence from the school
Part for yourself, my
where
lord.
this young man goes to show that
Again,
he is ill-mannered.
Mr. Webuga,
He also states that
this young man is a flight risk,
and will abscond.
characteristically,
And in paragraph 12, in
the
paragraph
19-year-old
9,
student will interfere with
it
witnesses.
states that the applicant is not a law-abiding citizen.
My lord,
At least he has not produced the evidence from the
sureties
school where this young man goes to show that he is
with
ill-mannered.
your permission,
He also states that
takes me to the
this
next
young man is a
applicant.
flight risk and will abscond.
and that is
And in paragraph 12,
A class, and
Harmony,
the 19-year-old student will interfere with
page
witnesses.
88 of that project.
of the application. My lord, that he's aged 18 years,
The surety,
the resident of Membe,
will be
Muwanga Parish,
introduced.
PG Town Council,
PG
with your
District.
permission. That takes me to the next applicant. He attaches, and that is Kiberu, A-class,
Harmony,
and later chairperson of the Membe LC1. That he's aged 18 years, and the resident of Membe, Muwanga Parish, PG Town Council,
PG District.
as a resident there. But he's also a student at Chadondo Secondary School, Matuka. That is the last paragraph in that letter. Later, and he attaches a school member LC1 from Chadondo Secondary School, which is an UC at age 93, as a resident there. My lord, he also enumerates the events, also a student at Chadondo Secondary School, Matuka. That is the last paragraph in that. Men in military uniform, ordered to carry lifeless body. And he attaches a school ID and then detained from Chadondo Secondary School up to the time he was arraigned before the magistrate. He states that he has good antecedents with no criminal record. Enumerates the events and his law abiding, beating with sticks. Once released by men in military and he undertakes to present to carry lifeless body. My lord, I have the same submissions and then detained for 4 days and
With respect to the affidavit,
up to the time he was arraigned
Muwanga
before the magistrate court in Utah.
John Mary, which is
States that he has good antecedents
Where
with no criminal record. That this 18-year-old is law abiding, will interfere with the witnesses, and once released, he will and he undertakes to present himself. That my lord, I have the same
a
submission.
law-abiding citizen. With respect to the affidavit of the
And that is a
Muwanga flight risk, John Mary, which is the generic one.
Where he states among others that this
My lord,
18-year-old, this young applicant undertakes with the witnesses to present himself as and when required, in addition to the substantial surety that he is not that
a
have
law-abiding
been
citizen.
mentioned in paragraph 23 of his affidavit, and that is a flight risk. We include his biological father, Mr. Mustafa Rwega Kyambalangu, biological mother, this young applicant can't Harriet, to present himself as a winner in addition to the name numbers mentioned that have been mentioned in paragraph 23 of his affidavit documents. We include his biological father, Mr. Mustafa. He also presents a letter, Kyambalangu, at page 94 to 95. Biological mother from Chapdondo Secondary School, signed by Safina Ismail, whose name numbers are mentioned, confirming that the applicant is a young student, and that is missing critical instructional type at a very crucial stage in his academic. He also presents a letter, that's my page 94 to 95, 94, from Chapdondo Secondary School, signed by his head teacher, Ismail Waligo, and the head teacher also in his letter undertakes, and the 95 is a young student, that they will ensure his attendance, that he's missing critical instruction abiding by the conditions, at a very crucial stage in his academic journey. That's my lord, the last paragraph, my lord, page 94. The next witness, the next applicant, and the head teacher also in his letter undertakes is 95, second paragraph, that they will ensure his attendance or abiding by the conditions set by court. Whose affidavit appears at page 112 of that volume. The next witness. The history, my lord, is the same as I've enumerated with other applicants. My lord is, but this particular witness states in paragraph 2 that he is a student at 10 the secondary school, whose affidavit appears at page 112 of that volume. In paragraph, in Annex B, the history, my lord, is the same as I've enumerated with other prisoners. But this particular witness, resident, states in paragraph Katale that he is a student at 10 the secondary school in Chengera Town Council. Introduced by Annex B, LC1 Chairman Lule Samuel, to his affidavit 31st of March 26, resident Katale Kusawula, he also confirmed and referred to as in Chengera Town Council with the student ID number 144, introduced by a letter of LC1 and national and the school ID dated 31st of 10 secondary March 20 at page 117, where he's also confirmed and referred to as a student with the student his residence ID number further attested to by the state's own charge sheet, appearing at pages 100 national and the school ID 123 and the secondary school at page 1. And the second charge sheet now of terrorism at page 124. My lord, his residence is further attested to by the state's own charge sheet, appearing at pages 118. Kera Anisha is also released by a letter 101 from the same zone 23, and she has a national ID. And the second charge sheet now of terrorism at page 120 from Nakano IG 127.
Introduced by both later at page 130 and the national ID at page 129. The sureties is also introduced by later at page 132.
The national ID
As a national ID.
He equally states that he has no criminal record.
Introduced by both later at page 130
And has
the national
substantial
ID
defense against the charge of
page
terrorism.
129. Nagadia case introduced by later at page 130.
With that, my lord, I will proceed.
National ID at page 1.
The next, number 7, Ayanja Kelvin, he equally states that he has no criminal record
133.
and has substantial defense against the charge of terrorism. My lord, Kayanja states in paragraph 1 that he is 21 years old. With that, my lord, I will proceed. And a resident of Senge LC1, number 7, Ayanja Kelvin, whose affidavit appears at page 133. And the same is attested to by letter from the chairman LC1 at page 137. My lord, Kayanja states in paragraph, my lord, I'm talking 1 that he is 21 years old. That is and a resident of Senge LC1. My lord, Kayanja is a senior student at Howard Secondary School and attaches the same of the school ID letter from the chairman LC1, page 137. My lord, I'm talking about Kayanja Kelvin. That is my lord, and the number 7 later appears at page 137. My lord, Kayanja is a senior 6 student at Howard Secondary School and attaches a copy of his school ID and that he also undertakes 138 to appear as and when directed by court. I did say, my lord, that the introduction later appears at page 137. That is in paragraph 22 of his affidavit. With substantial sureties enumerated in and that he also undertakes and whose documents appear as and when directed by court. Page 100, paragraph 22 of his affidavit for Muwanga Tony, with substantial surety 1 later, and then the national ID, paragraph 21, at page 151, whose documents are all Derek Dale, LC1 appearing, this 1 later appearing at page 152. The national ID at 150 for Muwanga that he has no criminal record. LC1 later is a law-abiding citizen. Then the national ID at page 151. My lord, Derek Dale, LC1 appearing, this 1 later appearing at page 152. And the national ID at 100. Your permission, I will proceed to number 8. That's why he has no criminal record and is a law-abiding citizen. Sanga tribe, my lord, states in paragraph 1 that he is a male adult aged 39 years, a resident of Abbas Zone, Ruafu Parish in Machin. With your permission, I will proceed to number 8. Sanga Tribe Division, page 154. Sanga Tribe, my lord, states in paragraph 1 that is a male adult aged 39 years, a resident of Abas Zone, Ruafu Parish in Machin.
He has not
That is Machin.
submitted documents.
Division of
With your
Kampala.
permission, I will refer this to the back later.
And with your
No
per-
LC1 letter,
Yes, my lord.
no shoes,
I
no
wrote-
letter showing that he was either agent or
He has not.
He only says he's a self-employed taxi driver at Machin Barracks.
Yeah.
With your permission, I will
But
refer
at
this
least there should be details in there.
I agree, my lord. I revert to it. And with your
No
per-
LC1 letter,
So when you're not, my lord.
no shoes,
And I
no
wrote-
letter showing that he was either agent or
He only says he's a self-employed taxi driver at Machin Barracks.
Yeah,
Yes.
but at least there should be details in there.
I agree, my lord. I revert to it. So when you're not, my lord, so when you're not, suffers the same fate, and I will still revert. For now, I will proceed with your permission to the next being Muwanga Brian. My lord, so when you're not, suffers the same fate, and I will still revert. For now,
His affidavit
proceed
appears
with your
at
permission.
page 182.
The next being Muwanga Brian. My lord, Muwanga,
His affidavit appears at page 182.
Hey, my lord. Thank you. My lord, the next is Muwanga Brian. At page 183, states by affidavit that is aged 28 years and a resident of Naruvule Parish with a letter, my lord, appearing at page 187 from LC 1. 2, my lord. My lord, that is a sales manager, Brian, at page 183, limited, states by affidavit station at Naruvule, that is aged 28 years and a resident of Naruvule Parish. And that with 13th January 2026, early retired, offering interest in him working as an agent of Muwanga Kivumbi 1, who was contesting for position of Member of Parliament. And the attaches is the sales manager of the Compact Energy Limited. Yes, he was stationed at Naruvule. He has a national ID appearing at page 188. And that on 13th January 2026, early retire, a friend interested him in working as an agent of and that was actually renders and the attaches of that day. The states that Yes. My lord, at one, he has a fixed place of abode within the jurisdiction. He has a national ID, as enumerated 188. Has substantial sureties to wit Namurwana Masula, secondly Joel. Both of the render numbers are mentioned event of that day in paragraph 23. And whose document? One, he has a fixed place of abode here within the jurisdiction of this honorable court. Pages enumerated earlier. 200 has substantial sureties to wit Namurwana Masula, one introduction letters. Secondly, Joel, and both of national IDs in numbers for both of them are mentioned in the annotated paragraph 23, my lord, and whose documents? My lord, present himself as and when required in accordance with the bill 200 that you made it easy to set, and 202 being says he has a family whose livelihood is dependent on him, and national ID. He also states that he had a motor accident in 2024 and is still undertakes a dislocated shoulder as a result of the said accident, which has been exacerbated by himself conditions, as and when required in accordance with the bail conditions that you made it easy. So he mentions that the Lord is not proceeding on medical grounds. Says he has a family whose livelihood, so my lord, he equally undertakes to appear as and when directed. He also states that he had a motor accident. The next my lord, number 30, is still not nursing a dislocated shoulder as a result of the said accident. Yeah, we had my lord intended to, which has been exacerbated by the prison conditions, although he's not. True, he mentions that, but my lord, he is not proceeding on medical grounds. So, my lord, he equally undertakes to appear as an when directed. The next, my lord, number 30. Here we had my lord intended to enumerate that. My lord, the next is Walakira Nicholas at page 204. And this is Walakira Joseph at applicant number 30. Who states that he's aged 35 years and a resident of Narufle Parish. Yes. Oh, sorry. My lord, it's undertaken. Thank you. My lord, the next is Walakira Nicholas at page 204. And yes, it is 11, my lord. Walakira Joseph at applicant number 30, number 11. Walakira Nicholas, my lord, who states that he's aged 35 years, resident of Naruvle and a resident of Naruvle Parish, Wachiso sub-county in Wachiso district. Oh, sorry, his appointment letter as an agent is at page 209. Yes, he's 11, my lord. His number 11. His national ID, Walakira Nicholas, page 220. He's a resident of Naruvle LC1 and Wachiso sub-county 1 Wachiso later at 221. His appointment letter as an agent is at page 209. His sureties, my lord, that he refers to in paragraph 22, namely his national ID and biological father, Walakira Robert, and his biological mother, Nancy Deborah, at 221. Have their documented. His sureties, my lord. Yes, my lord. That he refers to further in paragraph 22, namely biological father, Walakira Robert, and I don't even a stepfather, biological mother, Nancy Deborah, that's true. Have their document. Yes, my lord.
cousin brother.
Father. Sometimes cousins are called brother, called father.
Yeah, called brother. Yeah, I'm cousin. That's why it's a cousin brother. Cousin brother.
My lord, even a stepfather.
It is my lord.
That's true.
My lord, he presents his parents.
Nancy Deborah's national ID appears at page 222,
Cousin brother.
and her later of introduction at page 200.
Brothers.
Yeah, called brother.
That is the mother.
In the African.
Yeah.
That is why it is a cousin brother. No cousin.
My lord, he undertakes to appear as a
It is my lord. My lord, he presents his parents.
He is also stated to be
Nancy
Deborah's national ID appears at page 222, and her later of introduction at page 220 charge.
That is the mother. Yeah.
He states that the date for his trial he undertakes to appear as at when directed. He is also stated to be a law-abiding citizen without any previous criminal record. It is substantial. Number 12 is Sekabo Musa at page 222. He states that the date for his trial is not set, therefore not known. Who states that he's a male adult aged 32 years and a resident of Wakaliga and also Muwanga Parish in Muwanga Division. My lord, number 12 is national ID for Musa, 222, page 222. In an LC1 introduction letter, who states that he's a male adult aged 32 years at page 200 and a resident of Wakaliga, Muwanga Parish in Muwanga Division. Sekabo Musa. He has a national ID appearing at page 222. My lord, he states in an LC1 introduction letter that he has good antecedents with no criminal record and a law-abiding citizen. He attaches a copy of his agent's appointment letter. He states that he has good antecedents with no criminal record and a law-abiding
This is
citizen.
an LC2 goon. This is not an LC1.
He attaches a copy of his agent's appointment
Why would
letter.
I make an order for that?
I think we have been trained that for enjoyment of rights.
Yes.
Here in Uganda, you must always seek permission.
Perhaps it must pamper the big bus. Oh, that it shouldn't be like that. I told you this is not an elder. There used to be some that is your human right. Why would I make an order for them? Where
I think we have been trained that for enjoyment of rights.
Yes.
This is here in Uganda, you must always seek permission. My lord, the appointment letter is at page 230.
Oh, that it shouldn't
And
be
he
like
attaches
that. Someone told me that
the
there used to
documents
be some courts in the village.
of his sureties referred to in paragraph 15. Again, we have the same biological father, my lord. My lord, the appointment letter is at page 230. And he attaches the documents of his sureties referred to in paragraph 18. He states, my lord, again we have the same biological father, my lord.
Yes. It states, my lord, that for the issue which is referred to in paragraph 10, yes, is for Muwanga. It states that, no, not 10, my lord, sorry. Paragraph 18, it refers to them as biological father Chironde Yahaya and biological mother Nabakoza Ami. My documents appear for the issue which is referred to in paragraph 10, 241, Chironde Yahaya's nationality. Paragraph 18. 242 as biological father Chironde Yahaya and biological mother Naba for the mother at 243 whose document 44 for the national ID and introduction letter 241 Chironde Yahaya's national ID. I wrote 242 LC1 introduction also presents Mastura Nabichu, and for the mother at 243, national ID 44, 45 for the national ID and LC later at 246. I wrote, so he states that he undertakes to abide by the conditions set by court. Also, no criminal record and Nabichu, and that the hearing date for his national ID appears not set and no. And LC later at 246. My lord, the next he states that he undertakes to abide by bail conditions set by court. Number 13, no criminal record. Whose affidavit appears at hearing date 247. Yes, is not set and no. He states to be 24 years old, a resident of Chikandwa. Applicant is the Wachika Avila. Number 13, 1, my lord, with the LC1 later appearing. Whose affidavit appears at page 247. That is a student at Makerere University, 24 years old, degree in adult and community education. And a copy of resident of Chikandwa is attached at page Kivumbi Parish. Paragraph 1. His appointment later appears at page 213. That is a student at Makerere University pursuing a bachelor's degree in adult and community education. And a copy of his ID, my lord, is attached there at page 252. He has substantial sureties. Paragraph 21. His appointment letter as agent appears at page 253. And the sureties include Mpaji Charles. My lord, he states that Muhammad Kivumbi. He has substantial sureties. Paragraph. Mpaji's national ID appears at page 264. And LC1 introduction letter at page 265. And the sureties include Mpaji Kivumbi's national ID appears in Muhammad Kivumbi, page 266. Mpaji's national ID appears at page 264, page 267. And LC1 introduction letter at page 265. He also presents Mr. Chuan Kajira, whose national ID appears at page 268, page 266.
and later of introduction on
LC
260 later,
page 267.
it is not biological, it is not stated.
Oh, sorry, the party chart also biological father, Juan Kajiran. No biological mother. Copy appears at page 268.
Muhammad and later of introduction Bagabo 269. Yes, my lord. And Rishon and Juan Kajira is not biological,
My lord?
it is not stated.
The next person is Mubiru. Oh, sorry,
Rahim,
the party chart
is the biological father.
no biological mother.
Is 820 and the resident of Shibuya
Muhammad
1 Bagabo Kavule Parish, my lord. And Rishon in Shibuya 2. What?
My lord?
Kavule village.
The next
Shibuya
person
2
is
what?
Mubiru.
Ibrahim, number 14.
And LC1 introduction later, page 270 states that is page 20.
Is 820 and the resident of Shibuya 1
ID
Kavule Parish.
for student, not
In
for
Shibuya
student ID number.
What? Kavule village
This student ID is also
Shibuya
presented
what?
for Muwanga Island
Division.
Vocational High School.
With
And LC1 introduction later to page 274.
and his ID
For Lord, not for student ID number. Person for his student ID is also
indicates that he has
good antecedents and no criminal record.
page 17
Page 275.
and it presents two substantial sureties, including his biological mother,
My Lord,
Nabisuri Zaitun,
the same person
and Mirembe indicates that he has good antecedents and no criminal record. Page 17,
proceed.
and it presents two substantial
With
introduction, including his biological mother, Nabisuri Zaitun, and Mirembe maternal auntie.
Remember, proceed.
States that is paternal
With
aunt.
introduction,
Nabisuri Zaituni's
LC rate appears at 286.
with the national ID at 287.
While
Maternal aunt.
Mirembe's ID appears at 288.
States that is paternal auntie and LC later
Nabisuri Zaituni's
at 289.
LC rate appears at 286. My Lord, he also in paragraph 19 and national ID at 280 present himself as and when Mirembe's ID appears at 288.
and LC later at 289.
My Lord, number
My Lord,
15 also in paragraph 19 and
Donovan
Sentongo to present himself
age
as and when
21
directed.
and a resident of Ruvuma Zone 2 in Machindi Parish, Machindi Division. This is confirmed
Number
by
15.
Donovan
The introduction letter from
Sentongo, same zone, dated 28 March 2026. A resident
appointment letters dated at 2295 in Machinge Parish, Machinge Division. It states that this is confirmed by the Annexure A, which is the introduction letter from the same zone, dated 20th March 2026. Appointment letters dated at 2295 HN. My lord. It states that the name is written in this. My lord, the paragraph HN. My lord, the name is written in this tab. 18 presents. My lord, the paragraph, my lord, I may invite you to take. Neither are you a chief magistrate, my lord. Presents. Unfortunately, my lord, in paragraph 18, he presents his sureties as his biological mother. Neither are you a chief magistrate, my lord. And Miss Nansha Lydia, who is a paternal auntie, together with my lord, in paragraph 18, he presents his sureties as his biological mother, as his surety Annette, and Miss Nansha Lydia, they have IDs, who is a paternal auntie, no ID, my lord, together with Chizito Jimmy as his sureties. My lord, they have IDs. No ID, my lord. He says he applied but has not, they have not issued. They have not issued it by the time.
But they give numbers, don't they? People have numbers.
If you, sorry, they do.
Because I remember students who applied got the numbers.
He says he applied but has not, they have not accessed. They have not issued it by number.
But they give numbers, don't they? People have numbers.
The arrest was not. If you would for that, they do address it.
Because I remember students who applied got the numbers.
But the permission allowed for the sureties, Mukasis, they could not access it, the number, but he has it up. Not the circumstances, the arrest will not give room for that, for tracing numbers. With the permission allowed for the sureties, Mukasis, my lord, Mukasi's national ID appears at page 306.
My Lord,
And her later
national ID
appears at page 309.
309.
Then Miss Nancha Lydia's national ID at page 307. And her later, her LC later from 309 zone at page 310. Then Miss Nancha Jimmy Lydia's LC1 later ID at page 307, page 311. And her LC later from Muwanga zone at page 310.
His elder brother.
While Chizito Jimmy's LC1 later appears at page 311.
His elder brother.
With your permission, my Lord, the next is Namaganda Madina. Namaganda Madina's affidavit appears at page 312. My Lord, with your permission, my Lord, the next is Namaganda Madina. Namaganda Madina's affidavit appears at page 300. A female adult, aged 21, and a resident of Chitambuza zone. She states, Kanyanya, that where she stays with her, she states, biological mother. She's a male adult, a female adult, aged 21, and a resident of Chitambuza zone in Kanyanya. A lot she attaches where she stays with a national ID of her biological mother and letter of introduction from the vice chairperson of the LC1. This, my Lord, my Lord, she attaches only the national ID. For her case, she only her biological mother, her school ID, and letter of introduction, Samson Memorial High School of the LC1. This, my Lord, for her case, she only presents her school ID of Samson Memorial High School. Unfortunately, the mother, my Lord, substitute to the guidance by the head. The mother is waiting for another room. All right, my Lord, Namaganda is a student in Senior 6. As per the school ID at page 300. Unfortunately, the mother, my Lord, substitute to the guidance by the head. The mother is waiting for another room. The mother's documentation. My Lord, Namaganda is a student in Senior 6. Later, the introduction appears at 328. As per the school ID at page 331. In the mother's documentation, while the national ID for my mother was LC1 later, the introduction appears at 318. 316, my Lord. Sorry, it is 316 for the national ID and 317 for the letter. While the national ID for the mother
appears at 318. 316, my lord. My lord,
Sorry, it is 316.
whereas
for
the
national
applicant
ID.
and 317 for the letter of introduction had intimated the intention in paragraph 18 to present Lutaya Shakira as the second surety. My lord, whereas the applicant later Shakira traveled and had intimated is not able to be present, the intention in paragraph 18 to present Lutaya Shakira